Hello everyone, and welcome to a new lesson. Do you know what tense we should use when we're talking about the past? Shall I say, I played, I was playing, I had played, I had been playing? Are you confused? Don't worry. Let's learn past tenses. And today we're going to start with past simple tense. So today we're going to learn how to form past simple tense and when we should use it. Let's start. We use past simple tense when we're talking about the action that happened in the past and they're finished, they're over, they're done. There are some words that help us to know that we should use past simple tense. For instance, yesterday, last week, or last month, or last year, or last Monday, last Tuesday, last Wednesday, and ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, a week ago, or 3 days ago. When we're talking about forming past simple tense, we should remember and we should have in our mind that English language, the same as many other languages, has regular verbs and irregular verbs. What does it mean? The regular verbs use rules to form different forms of tenses. Irregular verbs, they have their own form that we should learn by heart. Okay, so in case of regular verbs, to form past simple tense, it's quite easy. We just need to make sure that the verb at the end has ed. So if the root play, played. But in case a root form already ends in e, for example, in the verb type, so in this case, we just only add d at the end. Type, typed. Love, loved. Start, started. Open, opened. Close, closed. Step, stepped. Stop, stopped. But when we use irregular verbs in past simple, there are two types of them. First type, it's when the verb stays the same. Some verbs don't change at all. For example, cut in present, in the past will be the same. Cut. Set, set. Put, put. Cost, cost. But some of them change their spelling completely and we have to learn them by heart. So the verb to see in the past will be saw. The verb to go in the past will be went. The verb to be, we already know it from previous lessons, the verb to be in the past will be was for singular subjects and were for plural subjects. The verb bring converts into brought. Catch will be caught. Build will be built. Meet will be met. So we need to learn these forms by heart. Okay? Let's move on and let's look at how to form positive sentences, negative sentences, and questions. To make a positive sentence, we need to put subject first, then we should put verb in the past, which will be always ending ed or the second form of the irregular verb. Okay, in negative sentence, we use did not, and the short form of these two words will be didn't, didn't. I didn't and verb. You didn't plus verb. He didn't plus verb. She didn't plus verb. It didn't go. We didn't play. They didn't stop. Okay? If we want to make a question in the past, we should use almost always the auxiliary verb did plus subject and verb. When I say almost always, we will see it a bit later. So we put did I go? Did you play. Did he buy? Did she close? Did it go? Did we speak? Did they meet? Let's look at some examples. First, we're going to look at examples with regular verbs. For example, he played tennis last Monday. He played tennis last Monday. Let's make a negative sentence. He didn't play tennis last Monday. He didn't play tennis last Monday. Let's make a question. Did he play tennis last Monday? Did he play tennis last Monday? Excellent. Let's move on. Let's see another example. It rained yesterday. It rained yesterday. Let's make a negative sentence. It didn't rain yesterday. It didn't rain yesterday. It was sunny. To make a question, we should put did at the beginning. So, did it rain yesterday? Did it rain yesterday? Good. Let's have some example with irregular verbs. You went to France last summer. Remember that went is the second past form of the verb to go. Go. You went to France last summer. You didn't go to France last summer. You didn't go to France last summer. As you can see, here we use didn't plus verb go. We don't use went here. We should use verb go for you. You didn't go to France last summer. Did you go to France last summer? Did you go to France last summer? Again, we use the verb, auxiliary verb did, subject you, and then verb go. We don't use went here. Make sure that you use go. Did you go? We don't use the past form again after we already used did in the same sentence. And here is a tricky one. Do you remember I told you that almost every time when we make a question we should use did? This is an exception. He was at the hospital last week. He was at the hospital last week. He was sick, he was poorly, and he was in the hospital. He wasn't at the hospital. He wasn't at the hospital. As you can see here, we don't use did not. We use the same verb to be in the past. He wasn't at the hospital. This is a little bit tricky one. And to make it questions, it will be the same. We don't use here did. We use was he at the hospital last week? We don't say did he be at the hospital because it doesn't sound right, okay? So we say was he at the hospital last week? Was he at the hospital last week? Excellent, good job. Let's move on to our last bit, and here we will practice our past simple tense in mini dialects. Let's start. Number 1. Did you play football last Sunday? Did you play football last Sunday? Yes, I did. Or in case you didn't play, you say no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Number 2. Did your mother make an apple pie yesterday? Did your mother make an apple pie yesterday? Yes, she did. Or no, she didn't. Number 3. Did he meet you at the airport? Did he meet you in the airport? Yes, he did. Or no, he didn't. Were you ill last week? Were you ill last week? Yes, I was. Or no, I wasn't. Excellent, good job. I hope this video was useful for you, and if you want to keep on learning, just click like that if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, click that you didn't like it, and please put in the comments what topic you want us to talk about next time. See you next time. Bye bye for now.